Samtam means homogeneous, uniform. Gatam is becomes or reaches.
You did the Sanskrit, you said it?
Yeah, I said it.
I didn't hear it. Anyway, there in the self, which is the final fulfillment of actions of the mind, there is neither any perception nor any self-projection into ideas. Established in the self, the jnana reaches the state of immutability and homogeneity. In the previous stanza, we have been told of the supreme reality which could be brought within the folds of a personal, subjective experience when the mind has been transcended. Where there is no more of any mental activities, that very state is the experience of Godhood. Naturally, in the Supreme, there is neither the transaction of receiving impulses nor projecting ideas and thoughts. Truth never creates, nor maintains, nor annihilates. In the spiritual center, there is none of the quixotic gestations of the mind.
That means that extravagant, impractical, or unstable. That's what it means. I looked up the dictionary words. Yeah.
At the moment of this complete mastery over the mind, the individual attains the state of immutability, since therein the finite ego merges to become the eternal reality. As pure consciousness, it is thereafter immutable, since in the infinite there can be no change. In case an entity is to be infinite, it should necessarily be homogeneous without parts or limbs. One without a second, the eternal, all-pervading awareness is naturally homogeneous. At the death of the little ego, the mind reaches Godhood. When our individual identifications are no more with their mental disturbances and the intellectual gnawings in us, the experience then is the vital experience of pure awareness.
So kind of is interesting that we just did the Yoga Ruda, right? So that's what he's talking about. Turiya state, when you have a complete mastery over your mind, and if you think about it, in the mind में चलता क्या है अपना, past or future? Are we ever in the present? Most of the time,
Hardly
we're not.
ever.
Yeah, we're not. And the whole sadhana, even now, they talk about that mindfulness and all that. It is to make you yoga ruda.
Right.
Because past we cannot change, future we don't know, but we are always in that.
Yeah.
So the more we stop doing that, the more we are becoming yoga ruda. So he's just saying that in that turiya state, there is no disturbance in the mind. And the homogeneity, the best example I find is the space. Can we cut space?
No.
Can we? It's infinite as far as we are concerned. It is
You cannot
infinite.
move it.
You cannot
shake
move
You
it,
cannot
but
burn it.
we cannot live without space.
Yes.
Space gives us all accommodation. And then no matter what happens, space does not change. It is everybody in the same page.
Yes.
चाहे nuclear blast हो जाए,
You cannot
space
destroy.
को हमने destroy कर सकते, न काट सकते हैं, न तोड़ सकते हैं, न कुछ कर सकते हैं. That's what homogeneity is talking about. And that you can, and then also you cannot hold it or you cannot let go. Can we do that to space?
No.
ना उसको पकड़ सकते हैं, ना छोड़ सकते हैं. It is, it is essential. It's there, and we cannot live without it. And Brahman is even more subtler than that. So if we understand the concept of space, we'll understand the concept of Brahman. So one who becomes established is, फिर उसको दुनिया में उसको पता, it's not that he doesn't experience the world, he just knows ब्रह्मन को कुछ नहीं होने वाला. Just like space को कुछ नहीं होगा, कुछ भी हो सकता है. Same way he just accepts. And then he will try to help whoever needs help. That's a separate part, but he is established in that thing. So, shall we go next? We can do a little bit of it because the next one is actually very interesting one.
Because time, we have only 5 more minutes left.
Okay, so we can, if you want, we can stop also because it's Asparsha Yoga he talks about, and he had mentioned this in the beginning of this chapter. This word has become very popular in from Karika, Asparsha Yoga, and he explains what it is. So then
Asparsh?
no,
Asparsh.
Asparsh, this touch nahi karne.
Okay.
So that name has it's been coined by Gaudapada.
Sparsh Yoga.
I think let's read the
Yoga
verse
called the
and then we
touch
can
of
do
the
the
untouched.
whole thing again.
Again, so maybe
Yoga called the touch
Let's
of the
read
untouched.
the
yeah, we have 5
Sanskrit verse.
minutes. I always like to make use of 5 minutes. So let's do the Sanskrit part. Asparsha yogo vai nama.
Asparsha
yogo vai nama.
Durdasha sarva yogi bhihi.
Durdasha sarva yogi.
Yogino vipyati yasmat.
Yogino vibhyati asmad.
Abhaye bhayadarshinaha.
Abhaye bhayadarshina.
Asparsha yoga vai nama means
Yoga called the touch
the
of
yoga called the touch of the untouched. Durdashaha is hard to be attained or seen. Sarva yogi bhihi, by all seekers. Yoginaha or yogins, seekers. Vibhyati means are afraid. He is for. Asmat means this. Abhaye means fearless. Bhayadarshinaha, feel frightened. So that you can read the English translation.
This yoga, called the touch of the untouched, is hard to be attained by all seekers. Yogins are afraid of this path, for they feel frightened in that, where alone one can experience the true state of fearlessness.
So here he's basically talking about this Mandukya, and Gaudapada was like a absolutely hardcore Advaiti, means oneness. That what a Tattvamasi, you are God. That's what he believes in. But there is a Vedant में वो द्वैत वाले भी हैं कि भाई मैं यहाँ भगवान वहाँ kind of
हाँ
thing.
मतलब वो भी उनको अच्छा लगता है devotion.
हाँ और उन्होंने बताया क्यों, because वो बोलते हैं उनमें fear होता है कि मैं नहीं when
Yeah,
you
so
become
you want to
Advait,
see the whole time.
yes, so वो एकदम fearless. It's like jumping in the ocean. जैसे the little drop is afraid of because मेरा अस्तित्व ही खत्म हो जाएगा. But then it becomes the sagar when it goes into that's what he's talking about. But asparsha is the reason he said asparsha yoga mein it is like a contradiction because yoga means to join and asparsh means separate. So he's talking about this concept. Maybe I'll just talk about the concept the next time we can read it.
स्पर्श will mean कि जो उसको छू ना सके.
That's one.
स्पर्श नहीं कर
The
सकते.
touch of the untouched.
Yes, so what he's
The
talking,
touch of
he
the
explained it. There are two ways we can explain. One is कि मेरे को दुनिया टच नहीं कर रही है, that अस्पर्श yoga हो गया, right? But then he's taking that word and he's explaining that उसमें contradiction इसलिए है कि yoga तो होता है to join, and here he's saying अस्पर्श yoga. तो पहले तो स्पर्श मत करो फिर join करो, तो दोनों aspect है. So you get away from the world and you join with the higher. That's why अस्पर्श yoga. So you are तुम्हारा contact contact मन में होता है. That's another thing that we have to really contemplate upon this because there's a very good drishtant that this one person goes to a sadhu and says just like exactly what you said. Hi Ram, मेरे को इतना मेरी family जकड़े हुए हैं मुझे. कि ये करना है वो करना है वो करना है and how you telling me to sit and meditate and come to you? I have no time. So then can you give me an answer? इसे कल सुबह आना. तो फिर वो कल सुबह आया तो वो स्वामी जी एक पेड़ को ऐसे टाइट पकड़े हुए थे. बोले क्या कर रहे हो स्वामी जी? बोले कि he didn't speak. So he's saying कि why don't you just leave that tree? Why are you hugging that tree? So he's saying I'm just showing you what you're doing. Tree is not holding you, you are holding the tree. So he's saying dunya is not catching you, you are holding on to that. So I think that's where the Asparsha yoga comes. Ki bhai, we have this wrong notion that, oh my God, we feel so weighed by the responsibility and this and that. But it has our own head has created that crazy thing. So that's where he's talking about the Asparsha and then join with the higher. So it's gonna explain very nicely in the commentary, but I just wanted to give you, whoever has a book can read it before we come.
So you guys meet only once a week, every Wednesday?
We meet once a week on Wednesday at 11 and we finish at 11:30 and we will do closing
Maybe we should
prayers.
think about meeting twice a week.
Ajay, stay for lunch. There's
No, I
problem.
need to go back, so I'll.
You have
Also,
a
अभी मंत्र तो कर जाओ.
Huh?
अभी
Oh, sorry. I'm
closing prayer we do.
Sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't realize that.
If you are not in a hurry, you can the 5 minutes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Om Sarve Bhavantu Sukhina Sarve Santu Niramaya Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu Ma Kaschit Dukha Bhaveet. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om Shri
Gurubhyo Namah.
Om Asuto Ma Sadgamaya Tamaso Ma Jyotirgamaya Mrityorma Amritam Gamaya. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Triambakam Yajamahe Sugandhim Pushtivardhanam Urvarukamiva Bandhanan Mrityormukshiyamamritat. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Brahmarpanam Brahmahavi Brahmagno Brahmanahutam Brahmeva Tena Gantavyam Brahma Karma Samadhinam. Shanti Pata.
Om Dev Shanti Antariksham Shanti Prithvi Shanti Rapah Shanti Roshadayah Shanti Vanaspatayah Shantirvishve Deva Shantir Brahma Shanti Sarvam Shanti Shantireva Shanti Sama Shantiredhi. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.
I'm going to say Om 5 times with silence in between. Take a nice deep breath and from just 1 inch below the navel, start the Om.